Frontier Truck Tour, iRacing, alcohol, the beautiful mix of both. Your broadcaster is always wasted. 90 laps will be tonight's race, racing for a championship. Hunter East leads them to green. It's Chicagoland, baby. Welcome back to the Frontier Truck Tour. And as we conclude the first lap at Chicagoland, Pop-Tart Pete, your points leader at the beginning of the chase, gets a bonus for being the first place truck in the regular season, takes the lead. Mike Hasty, that is a PAL Racing driver, a PAL Racing regular, his first career start in the Frontier Truck Tour. Rookie season in PAL, this is a great showing out of him. Brett Murphy, another playoff driver, you can tell by all the trucks that have the P in front of their name in parentheses on your leaderboard are your playoff drivers. Brett Murphy third, Hunter East your pole sitter, drops to fourth, Aiden Gould the Gooner in the fifth spot. The pair will pull away from P3 of Brett Murphy and the rest of the field. Now Brandon Meyer looks to the inside. Can Brandon Meyer take the lead? Yes, he will, and he will clear. Brandon Meyer, new leader, first career start. Looking for first career win, a PAL Racing driver takes the lead here at Chicagoland. Now Pete Tart looks for the lead over Brandon Meyer. On the inside, Brandon Meyer up top, side-by-side battle for that top spot as they go down the back straightaway. Brandon Meyer re-clear, but remember, he's wearing out tires at a further rate than Pop-Tart Pete. Here comes Brett Murphy inside the cockpit. He's going to build a run and look for something. Right now, Pete Tart's up the inside of Brandon Meyer. Really good run down to the bottom. And look how far Brandon's pushing up the track. That's showing that already his tires aren't feeling the best. Pete saved a little bit. He'll retake the lead. He'll draw even with Brett Murphy, and Brandon Meyer not that far in front. As Hunter East goes down to the apron of the tri-oval, he'll clear Brandon Meyer door-to-door with Brett Murphy on to turn one here. And out of turn two, Brett Murphy will have the advantage on the exit. Hunter East stays right there on him. You can see what it means to save tires for at least the first 8 or 9 laps of the race and drive your way back up, if not a little bit more out of Hunter East. Half a car length in front of Brett Murphy as they cross the start-finish line. East running down Pete Tart. You don't want to fall behind early. Right now, Hunter East looks back to the inside of Pete Tart. Battle for the lead is on. And Hunter East will just barely re-clear over Pop-Tart Pete. On board with Pete Tart, looks to the outside. And I think I just heard caution flag is out. Brandon Meyer is spinning through the infield. Not sure what happened. I'm going to assume contact coming out of turn 4. We'll take a look at the replay. Brandon Meyer going into turn 3. Mike Hasty teammate on his rear bumper. Brett Murphy to his outside. Oh, Brandon. I don't know if Mike Hasty went up there and got him or if Brandon Meyer came down. We'll check it again. Oh, you see here, Brandon Meyer having to lift out of the throttle as Mike Hasty's coming up. And sadly, two friends, two teammates making both their first starts at Frontier get together.
Green flag, green flag.
Hunter East to his outside. We're back racing at Chicagoland. Remember, fresh tires, guys. We're going to go back to super speedway style racing. Pete Tart, good launch. Aiden Gould will draw even with Hunter East for that second spot. Matthew got on board. He looked all the way down to the bottom. Aiden Gould will block him, making sure he doesn't get that run down to the inside, but Hunter East will be able to power around the middle to the top because he had the better entry. And Pete Tart leads the field. We're fanning out now. A lot of action going on. Just on the back half of the top 10, Gordon Spain, Mike LaJoy, Mike Hasty were 3 wide. And we are just dogging it up right now, battling. Everybody hustling. And by the way, guys, Derek Stanley has moved into the 11th spot, just outside the top 10. Really good restart for him, trying to catch up with all the other playoff drivers. Then look at this, guys. Look at your leaderboard right now. 7 of your 8 chase drivers for the championship. P1 through P7. And I don't think it'll be long before Derek Stanley catches up with that group. So Hunter East, your pole sitter, will return back to the lead. Pop-Tart Pete in second. And here comes a run on the top line. Aiden Gould trying to clear Brett Murphy. Big blocks down to the inside. Hunter East says no. Pete Tart, I will not allow you to look to my inside. I'll keep the advantage. And he'll look for it again. Drops all the way to the apron. Aiden Gould will follow. Nose to tail. And now they're side by side for the lead. And it looks like a super speedway race for probably another 13, 14 laps before the tires fall off. This time, Pete, he goes, hey, I was racing Brandon Meyer a little bit harder that first run. I need to tone it back. He's not now. He's fighting as hard as he can to get around Hunter East and keep that lead. Hunter returns to it. It's battle for the championship. Douglas Henry looks all the way to the top line. He's going to try to track off the top. Pete Tart second, Hunter East third. Doug is finally coming with a head of steam. I thought he was wearing out his tires up there. I think he was just saving. He's going to enter this picture now. Aiden Gould to his inside. That's a battle for third as we have a battle for the lead. And I'm spilling alcohol all over me. iRacing Alcohol, the beautiful mix of both. Your broadcaster is drunk, making a mess, getting sticky. There goes my phone. Hunter East, there he goes, back to second as Pete Tart takes the lead back. And already we're back side by side for the lead. Hunter East ships it up the inside. Could Pete Tart drive back underneath him out of turn number 4? And we're just over halfway already in the Chicagoland race. Your first round of the chase. 4 races left in the season. Douglas Henry won this race. The very first time we were here, it was season 1, race 1. He's definitely shown some speed. The style of racing is his strong suit. He'll officially clear into third. And so is Pete Tart and Hunter East. So your leaders hit pit road. Just about your top 5. Aiden Gould, he hit pit road the lap before. So Stephen James and Brett Murphy, both playoff drivers, yet to hit the pits. Gordon Spain and Mike Hasty, your top 4, still yet to pits. We'll sit at pit exit right now. Hunter East, Pete Tart, pit box 1, pit box 2. Race off of pit road, Hunter has him. Pete Tart's right there, so is Douglas Henry, then Matthew Legat. Hunter East, white flag, 1 more lap to go. Showed the best strategy in terms of tire saving. With 4 races left in Frontier Truck Tour, he'll win the first and the Clash. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter East wins.
Let's
Good
go,
win, Hunter.
boys. Let's go. Max points day. Max points day. That was a fun battle, Pete. Fun battle. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, no. Good show.
Good win. That was a good race. That was a good race. Thank you.
So I think Pete Tart went to congratulate him and hit him a little bit harder. Aiden Gould congratulatory bump as well. So Hunter East, again, max points day. He got it done, and that is absolutely what you want to see. Pete Tart second, Aiden Gould third, Matthew Legat fourth, Douglas Henry fifth, Stephen James sixth. All those playoff drivers. Mike LaJoy seventh, Brett Murphy eighth playoff driver, Mike Hasty ninth, Aaron Warren rounds out your top 10. And Hunter East will burn it down right here at Chicagoland. And Hunter East lets her rip. Tater Chip brings it to a stop. Winner at Chicagoland, the Feast, Hunter East. Hunter, man, buddy, we got to talk about a few things right now, because if this was the old point system, which is what we traditionally run in league racing, no playoffs, no chase, you just run your points out, you have a very large gap to Pete's Heart. But we get the reset. 8 trucks enter the chase. Race 1 of 4 into the season. You win the first race. You close in on that gap. You're probably about 5 points off. Do you race differently underneath the chase format? Because, I mean, looking around you, top 6 guys are in the chase. You got to fight hard, do you not?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely race Pete way harder than I would have if we were under a regular season, because I would have been out if it was the normal points format. But since with that reset, I knew I was behind Pete. So my main objective was don't let Pete lead the most laps and finish better than Pete, which we did. But yeah, definitely got to race the playoff drivers way more aggressively than you would under a regular season points format.
The season 1 race here at Chicagoland was the very first race. We saw a lot of super speedway style racing at the beginning, but Hunter, what I want to take away from this is that you're one of the best at having the tire saved. You really didn't look affected dropping back to P9 at the beginning of the event, letting guys fight each other hard. You drove back at the end where you had tires saved. Do you think that was a miss out of the rest of the field? Or do you have some sort of secret sauce where you were like, yeah, I can save tire better than you and drive my way back up to the front?
Yeah, it definitely were. The tires wore a lot more than I expected, and they mattered more than I expected this was going to be. But there's not really a little technique. People like to arc the corner. A lot of people do. And usually I just like kind of straight shoot the entry, and then you just got to hook the white line all the way off and not slide up as much. And that's the best way I found how to save tires. I think if people were to try that technique, maybe in a practice session, they'd notice a big difference, because me and Pete compared tires on the last pit stop. I saved about 5% more than Pete, and Pete was doing the little arc while I was straight shooting the corner and just hooking the bottom.
That's really good info, Hunter. I appreciate you sharing that information with us, Hunter. I think that's very important. 3 races left in the chase. I mean, everybody says it's going to be the Hunter East Pete Tart show. Are you proving here tonight, now that we've went for the last 4 races of the season without mechanical issues, that Hunter East could win this championship where Pete Tart was expected to be the winner?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's all going to come down to me and Pete. Given the fact that Talladega goes decently for us, that is the biggest wild card easily of this whole chase. It could literally flip upside down the entire points format. So after Talladega, I think you get the clear picture of who your top 2 are going to be going to Homestead.
I love to hear it. Hunter East, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.